Hello, Adam. It's a beautiful Saturday here in New York, and I know I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. But just to update you on what I've been up to this week. This week was a week that very intensely focused on helping me decide what I want to do with my future for the rest of my life, which is kind of scary because that's kind of a big decision to make. So I've been looking into possibly what kind of careers I would want to do. Also, whether I want to apply for a Fulbright scholarship. I've been thinking about what I want to do, like actually later on in life, and as well as what I want to do while I'm still in school. So it's been a whole lot of like looking very far forward for me in terms of the action this week. But it got me to thinking like it's weird that it was all focused into 1 week. But I also wonder why it doesn't happen every week. Like, why am I not continuously thinking about long-term future plans? And I kind of decided that it's because once you make a long-term future plan, it kind of stays there. And you don't need to constantly revise it and stuff. But I'm not so sure this is true. If you look at something like, say, your long-term plan is to become like a senator. So, and that's not my long-term plan. I don't care about politics at all. But say your long-term plan is to become a senator. You need to make like short-term plans along the way in order to become a senator, which is your long-term goal. But like, if you're not continuously thinking, okay, how is this going to make me a senator? How is this going to make me a senator? Then I feel like unless if your short-term goals are very, very specifically geared toward that, you're not going to make it. Honestly, like, it depends on what kind of level you're setting your goals at, but like, you need to like, I don't know, the goals that I set this week were so long term that like I feel like I'm never going to accomplish them just because they seem so far in the future. Unless if I make really, really good, easy to follow / simple short-term plans like for every day until the future, which is crazy because that's like too many plans to make. I would sit around forever trying to plan every single day and it would never happen. There would be things I couldn't plan for. But then I thought, okay, so like if people like kind of just stumble upon their long-term goals and don't think at every single moment, how is this making me into my long-term goal? How am I focusing on this is what I want? This is my definition of success. And how do people ever achieve that? And what I decided is that there's an effect, and I like to call it the short-term focus effect. So my theory is you always, at every single moment in your life, are focusing on what's going to happen to you in the short term. That's your primary focus. It works evolutionarily to keep people alive. You need to focus short term. What's going to get me through like this next 20 minutes, 20 hours, 20 days, right? So like those are your stepping stones. Okay, what do I need to do in the next 20 minutes? What do I need to do in the next 20 hours and the next 20 days? And what occurred to me is that if you are okay with what is happening within the next 20 minutes, then you can move on and say, okay, well, what's happening in the next 20 hours? And then you focus on, I want to do, or what I'm doing in the next 20 minutes, 20 hours, 20 days is what I want to be doing. And if what you want to be doing is in line with your long-term goal, then you will achieve that long-term goal by fulfilling your series of short-term goals. But it's only because you like what you're doing in the short term. So I feel like, to me, if I'm going to sit around making long-term goals, I need to focus first on what I actually like doing in the short term. So, you know, those are just kind of the thoughts that I was having after this crazy week. But I'd like to know what you think, because, like, goal setting is something that's really important for a lot of people, and they need to know how to do it right. And what most people say is, okay, set a long-term goal, set a halfway goal, and then like work continuously toward that, toward your short-term goals. But what I'm saying is, you should like just set like short-term goals all the time, and that will determine your long-term goal once you've already gotten there. Because like you can't plan that far out. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of some rough thoughts that I'm laying down. I didn't edit this at all, obviously, but I wanted to throw a video up because it's been a long time. It's been too long. I miss you. Alright. I'll see you later, dude.